Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Nur Farhanim binti Faisal with the title Effects Adaptation of E-Hailing Services among students.
The background of my research, every year the number of people who use smartphones in Malaysia increases significantly. Starting in 2015 until today, we have the statistical data from the website Statistica that show the number of smartphone users are increases from 4.5 million until 20.6 million. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected, smartphone adoption is one of the most important factors to create applications that meets the consumer's need. As we know, e-hailing services are the applications that meets the model that rely on network connectivity and the usage of a specialized digital application to the internet by downloading it from a smartphone at a software called Play Store for Android user or App Store for iOS user, which means that everyone will have a smartphone and there must be an e-hailing application in theirs. Am I right? The reason why I choose these titles because first, the student itself have a problem to move from one place to another place. This means that they have lack of transportation by using the e-hailing services might consider of their transportation problems for the future and for the current study in UniMAP. So e-hailing services might help the students to overcome their problem in transportation. The research objective of this primary project first is to study the perceived security towards the effect of adaptation e-hailing among UniMAP students. Second, to get to know whether the social influence affect the adaptation of e-hailing among the UniMAP students. And the third is to discover about the perceived ease of use effect the adaptation of e-hailing among the UniMAP students. According to the Barrett Watch and al. in 2013, say that digital businesses fundamentally alter company strategies, process from capabilities, goods and services, and critical infrastructure business network. This means that while the internet has established itself as a standard operating environment for electric commerce, the alternative towards the existence of gig economy, which means it refers to the market in which workers are employed temporarily or are compensated on a per project basis by a business, third party, or internet marketplace. For instance, we can see today there are many types of e-hailing services, and e-hailing is one of the gig economy in digital business. One type of e-hailing services that have in Malaysia, which is GrabCar. GrabCar has phased out taxi services in favor of a far superior ride-sharing service, and took Uber Place being the number one e-hailing service in Malaysia. This platform connecting customers and drivers through the GPS capabilities of mobile phones, according to the Lee in 2016. Another statistic that has depicted from the statistical website, which means that businesses that provide ride-hailing services are transitioning away from traditional taxi services and toward services that can be booked by application, which makes the process more transparent than ever for customers. Apparently, it's gaining popularity in Ghana, which means that the UniMAP students who live in Ghana can get e-hailing services instead of taxi drivers. Okay, the next research graph is about from the Tahiyam et al. 2016 said that the purpose of the research in the e-hailing services is to evaluate the imitation and attitude towards a new technology, which is e-hailing applications. According to the Abrazevic in 2021 and Joe et al. 2004 have argued that perceived security is critical for comprehending interpersonal behavior and commercial terms in economic transaction, influencing consumers' attitudes and about e-hailing system. And while perceived of use as Legris, Ingram, and Colorado in 2003 say that it is a user-friendly technology or system is simple to use and implement is more likely to be effective towards the people nowadays. I would say that unified theory of acceptance and usage of technology model is one of the components of technology acceptance models developed by Venkatesh and et al. In 2003, and it is a requirement for me to have this model. Okay, from UTAL, I can configure that there is three independent variables. From the dependent variable I choose, which is adaptation of e-hailing services. My first independent variable is social influence. According to Oliveira and et al. In 2016, social influence will have an effect on the uptake of e-hailing services in the future. In any case, it will have an effect whether it is direct or indirect. The researchers found that social influence has a significant element for both perspective and current users who had a direct effect on the environment after conducting a study on their subject. Individual intents and statements about the new technologies were substantially affected by the social implications of the technology itself. Second independent variable is perceived security. As a previous research found that while deciding whether or not to use e-hailing services, consumers will evaluate the security of the service when making their decisions. In a study conducted by Batra and Kaltara in 2016, it was shown that perceived security was a statistically significant positive factor in the adoption of e-hailing, indicating that as security improved, so will people's willingness to utilize e-hailing is improved also. Third and last independent variable for this theoretical framework is perceived ease of use. According to Giffen in 2000, should be considered this perceived ease of use as positive for the amount of cognitive effort needed to comprehend and utilize new information technology. User-friendly technology or system that is easy to use and deploy, as shown by studies such as those performed by Legris and et al. In 2003, shows that a new technology which easy to look at, to scroll by, and everything in the element of it must be easier to use, so that the consumer will have an intention to adopt in it. Overall, I would say that it is quite hard to get the past research for this specific e-hailing application services adoption in students, as there aren't any of the past researchers have considered in taking e-hailing application services adoption and for their research. So which means that we still need to consider a great outcome from this research, and we have to search in depth of what is the perception, what is the intention, what is the adoption, what is the positive and negative effect through the e-hailing application itself. That's all from me. Thank you.